For the privileges assignment, I went a week with glasses that made me a little bit more visually impaired. For that privilege, I gave up vision. What I did, I spent a whole entire week with prescription glasses on. For all of my life, I've had 20/20 vision and I've never needed any sort of glasses. So I thought that it would be interesting to put on prescription glasses for the week and recognize the difference that there is with those glasses on. Why I did this, every day students go without privileges that we are not completely aware of. Going without glasses as a child could be very, very tough simply because they are not completely aware that there's a problem. Sometimes they may just be ignoring headaches and ignoring their inability to read the board. So they are not able to recognize and be vocal about the problems that they're experiencing. So I thought that it'd be interesting to maybe understand some of those problems and recognize them before the child has to reach out and say that they're struggling. Some potential problems I knew that I could possibly run into were headaches, not being able to read correctly, driving, forgetfulness, having to work, and I'm a generally clumsy person, so adding something that makes me visually impaired was going to make that clumsiness go to the next level. Day one was not exactly the hardest day, but it was one that made me recognize that having glasses can be kind of hard, or not having glasses can be hard on somebody who's watching a movie. So during this movie, I had these glasses on, and because of the motion in the movie, I struggled a lot. I had already had headaches all day simply because of the adjustment of the visual impairment anyways. But along with that, having to watch the constant motion on the screen on such a big screen with dark lighting, I struggled quite a bit. Along with the clumsiness I had already mentioned, right after we finished the movie and walked out of the movie theater, I fell on 2 stairs. I like to blame it on the glasses, but it might just be my general clumsiness anyways. But I do know that because these glasses were bringing things closer to me than I was originally seeing, it may have made those stairs closer to me and may have caused the stair spill. Day 2 was my first day at work with the glasses. I work at Dillon's, so I am constantly walking around, seeing people, reading coupons, reading screens. So I struggled quite a bit this day with headaches. I was just in a constant state of a headache, frankly. I also struggled running into quite a few things simply because things were closer to me, so I was running into things constantly, which was ridiculous. Along with that, I had to read coupons, and I would find myself either putting the coupon really close to my face or really far away so I could read it a little bit better. And occasionally I was trying to peek underneath my glasses so that I could read it with my normal vision, which I know is not the point of this project, but because of the struggles I was going through, I wanted to see the way I normally see. Day 3 wasn't the toughest day, but it was kind of a tougher day simply because I was cooking with the glasses on. This brought things closer to me again, so I struggled with making sure I was actually where I wanted to be with each movement I made. Along with that, right after this picture was taken, I went downstairs and fell down the stairs yet again. Again, I'd like to blame that on the glasses because they were bringing those stairs closer to me than I originally would see them as. Day 4 and 5. Day 4, I went bowling. I did not do very well. I'm not very good at bowling in general, but this gave me a pretty good excuse for not being good at bowling because I couldn't see the way I normally see. It was also my sister's birthday, so I got to celebrate with her, and I had to explain to all my family members why I was wearing glasses, which was kind of cool because I got to explain to them the purpose behind the project, and it made me realize the importance of the project. I also, on the 5th day, had a day off, so I spent the whole day doing the assignments for this class, and I really, really struggled reading the words simply because I had headaches already because of the glasses, and there was just so many words on such a bright screen. So with the glasses, I really, really struggled. Day 6 and 7, I spent day 6 with my mom in her office. She's a school counselor, so she is constantly working with children that are going to be in situations just like I'm in for this assignment. They had a child who was visually impaired, and I got to watch the process of my mom trying to get glasses for that child. They recognized that she was not able to see and having headaches and really struggling altogether in classes, so they reached out to her parents, and they were not financially stable enough to purchase glasses for her. So my mom went about the process of applying for a grant for her to get glasses, and I got to see how tough that can be on a counselor, but it is promising to know that there are solutions and there are things out there that can help these kids who are not financially stable enough to have a privilege such as vision. The reflection I have for this assignment, really overall, just describing the assignment, it was a mixture of a week-long project of giving up a privilege along with a presentation and a reflection paper. Analyzing, I really liked the analyzation part of this project because I'm able to recognize that children go without every single day, and because I've lived such a privileged life, it's very hard for me to recognize that regularly, but I'm able to recognize that now, and it's going to change my outlook on everyday life. Along with that, I recognize that as an educator, there are going to be solutions for me to fixing some of these problems that children run into. I do plan on using this project in my classroom at some point in time. I do want to point out that it might be kind of hard simply because there might be kids with a privilege like this that are missing. So it might be kind of hard, but if we don't single them out, it might be easier to teach the lesson. But it's never too young to realize that you're blessed. So it might be good to put this in any kind of a classroom and have them kind of recognize those behaviors altogether as well. Overall, I really enjoyed this assignment, and I'm glad I got to take a break from my normal life and recognize that sometimes it's not as easy as what I think it is.